Okay, I will start our discussion today. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Physics Lecture today with University Malaysia Perlis. Welcome to the Honorable Dr. Aidanazima Abashah as a Senior Lecturer, Department of Business, Faculty Business and Communication. And for the topic today is Strategy Management. And for today's session is being live streamed on the University of STEKOM YouTube channel. And now I will lead our agenda this afternoon. First, we will start class presentation delivered by Dr. Aidanazima and continue with the Q&A session. In the next session, we have time for documentation and as time is closing. Okay, let's begin. We will start class presentation delivered by Dr. Aidanazima. The time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum everyone, and a very good afternoon to all of you. So thank you so much to Miss Nova just now for your welcoming, for you to welcome me here. Okay, and also thank you so much for all the audience who joining this today's session, and thank you so much actually for having me today. Okay, so my name is Dr. Aidanazima binti Abashah. And I am, as what mentioned by Ms. Novi just now, I am the senior lecturer here in University of Malaysia Perlis. So my research field and also my area was in management, specifically in strategic management. So today I'm actually excited and thrilled actually to have this opportunity to share this interesting topic for me. I hope that I can share this knowledge, okay, on the strategic management and also about the business policy, okay. And also maybe you can share your thought, and also you can share your opinion, okay, during this session at the chat box. I believe you can share, and also maybe you can ask a question as well. So let me share the slide first. Okay. Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Yes, miss.
Okay, thank you. So okay, so I just introduced myself just now. Okay, let's go to this next slide on the learning objective, what we want to cover for today's session. Okay, so basically to ensure that we have a clear roadmap for today's session, so let's we review this learning objective first. So first of all, we want to cover and also I will explain to you the overview. What is strategic management is about. I will give you some definition and also a brief about the strategic management. Then later, a learning outcome and also learning objective number 2. Okay, we want to relate with the concept of the globalization, innovation, and also the sustainability towards the strategic management. So how is it this concept interrelated to each other? Okay, and then at learning objective number 3, okay, we want to look at the main, or what we can say as the heart, the soul of the strategic management itself. So we want to go through the model of the strategic management and also the component inside the strategic management model. Okay, and then next later, we want to cover on the, we want to look what are actually the factors or the common triggering event that can become as part of the factor for the organization to change or something. They want to transform their organization. So we want to look what are the factors here. And then learning objective number 5, okay, we want to cover what are actually the employment opportunities, what are the potential employment opportunities later, okay, in strategic management. And along the way also at learning outcomes number 6, 1.6, okay, along this lecture, I will show you, okay, a few tools and also metric that will cover that you can use, okay, that you can use in order for you to what we call to implement the strategic management. Okay, so there are a few basic tools and also the advanced tool and metric, okay, under the strategic management. Okay, next, this is my next slide, okay, on the strategic management overview. So basically, the strategic management is a long process actually. Okay, it is a process, it is a step-by-step for the organization to set up their long-term goal. Okay, so it means that it will involve every level inside the organization. It will involve everyone inside the organization to set for their long-term goals and also to make the decision, okay, to guide the company towards achieving their goal and also their aims. And it's also become a very wide and systematic activities inside the organization in each of the level inside the organization, from whereby you start with to identify, to get the information, to analyze all the internal and also the external environment. You try to understand what is it your core competencies. You want to look at what are your strengths, so inside of your organization. And at the same time as well, you will get all the information externally, which is outside from your organization, what happened out there. Okay, so there are a few analysis that will involve at this stage. And of course, when you analyze to get all this information and you did a few analysis here, okay, then later from that you will formulate the strategy. And then after you identify all the strategies, you will implement all this strategy decision. And after the implementation, of course, you need to monitor and do some improvement if needed. Okay, that is the whole definition of the strategy management. So basically, in other words, okay, the strategy is actually referred to something for the future, for the long run. Okay, you will gain the benefit later in the future. Okay, so that is what actually been described by the words, the terms of the strategic management. Okay. Next here, okay, I give you a simple model, okay, to explain what actually is the strategic management. So this is what I say and explain this now. It start from the environmental analysis here, okay, whereby they involve all the internal analysis and also the external analysis. So this one later I will go through in other slide, okay, later. And then we want to identify what are the best strategy under the strategy formulation. So basically there are 3 levels of the strategy. Okay, we have the strategy at the very lowest place, okay, the functional strategy. And then we have also another strategy that we call as the business strategy, and also the corporate strategy for the whole entire organization. Okay, so these 3 types of the strategy, it will be implemented later under the strategy implementation by a different unit, by a different department. Okay, so it will involve everybody inside the organization. Okay, and of course, after the implementation, okay, we have the evaluation and also control or reassessment. So at this stage, we will look at what are our what we call the performance, the current performance that we achieve, and also we compare with what we already put at the beginning. So the gap here, we need to do something. Okay, we need to do the redo the evaluation. We need to do to take the corrective action. Okay, so that is all about the definition and also the concept, and also how we can understand what is strategic management is all about. Okay. Okay, next. These are the four phase of the strategic management. So it means that there is an evolution, the transition from year to year, from time to time, when at the end, okay, the organization will decide that, oh, this is the best way to manage the whole entire organization by having the strategic management. So basically, it starts from the first phase, okay, that we call as the basic financial planning. So at this phase, okay, the organization normally and usually they will focus on the budgeting, okay, and then also they will focus on how they can allocate the resources, the limited resources that they are having currently, okay, and at the same time also they will often to react to the immediate needs without considering the long-term impact on that. So basically, at this basic financial planning, okay, as I said just now, they focus or without considering on the long-term impact. So they are actually focused on to look at the cash flow, the money in and out for this short run. So basically, it's for the within a duration of a year. Okay, is based on the annually basis. Okay, so they will prepare all the financial statement, they will prepare the profit and loss statement, they will look at the money and in and out, the cash flow. Okay, but still for the short term only. Okay, within 1 year. Okay, then later, okay, at the phase number 2, okay, the organization, they will start to look at that, or there is a needs actually, okay, to look at what happen in the future. Okay, so they will start to have the forecasting. They will estimate what will happen in the future. So from the yearly basis at the phase number 1, okay, they will start to look at the middle term basis, okay, within the 3 to 5 years, okay, to predict what will happen in the future. But at this stage, actually, they will focus on internal basis. Okay, internal basis means that they are still focused what happened inside the organization, only inside the organization. Okay, then they will turn to the phase number 3. Okay, they will start to look what happened outside the organization. Okay, because they realize that it's not just about the product that you have, it's not just about the services that you can provide. What is the best, how you manage your entire organization. That is not all about is if you want to success in the future, because there are outside things, there are outside factors also that will influence your business. Okay, as for the example, there is a changes in terms of the rules and also the regulations, so that there are some impact towards your organization. So that one you need to take into the consideration as well at this phase number 3. So they will start to move from just to focus what will happen to them inside the organization. They will start to look the outside opportunities. Okay, what are the opportunities out there? What are the threat? What are the bad impact outside the organization that actually can affect their business, how they run the business. Okay, and then at this phase number 4, okay, but please bear in mind, okay, there are a difference between the phase number 3 and also phase number 4. Okay, because in phase number 3, they are still, the organization still not involve everybody in the organization. Okay, at the phase number 3 normally is all take control by the top management. Okay, but at this phase number 4 that we call as the strategic management, of course, they will look into the future. They will make sure that the management is very systematic. there is what we call there is the interconnection between one unit to another unit, between one level to another level in the organization. The alignment should come from the first line management, okay? And that is aligned with the functional. It aligns also with the business level and also the corporate level as the whole in order for them to achieve the mission and the vision of the entire organization. So it means that at this phase number 4, okay, the organization focus on the short-term performance, the middle-term performance, and of course at the end, they are looking overall, okay, to look in terms of the long-term performance. So it will involve everybody. It will involve each of the stages as well. Okay, and at this phase, of course, it will involve not just the direction come from the top management. Okay, it's all about everybody. Okay, for the for the long-term success of the organization. Okay, that we call as the strategic management. So it involves many tools, many analysis here at this phase number 4. Okay, so that is all about the transition and also the evolution. Okay. Okay, next, we also want to look what are the benefits of the strategic management. What are the advantages if the organization want to implement a strategic management model inside the organization? Okay, first of all, by having this strategic management, if you implement inside the organization, you can ensure that your company is aligned in terms of the organization environment. You can align your entire organization internally with the strategy that you want to implement. And of course, you need to look, is it that your current structure also fits with the strategy that you want to implement, and also the process that you want to implement here, is it that one is aligned from one department to another department, so that by having this fitness, okay, by having this suit and also the collaboration, okay, you can optimize in terms of your performance, okay, and of course it is for the long-term performance, okay. And then other than that, the other benefits also the stability, okay, whereby the strategic planning, it is very important, it is crucial for navigating the volatile environment. So it means that the strategic planning also will help the organization, okay, to navigate their uncertainty, okay, and also such a during economic downturn, or maybe we just passed the pandemic of COVID-19, okay. So during this peak or the uncertainty, okay, outside the organization, the uncertainty at the outside environment, we can ensure that our organization is still stable, is still sustainable, okay, it's still relevant. And then next, vision, okay. So by having the strategic management, actually at the beginning of the strategic management model, when you want to implement a strategic management model, you need first, it start from to set up what is it, the mission and also the vision of your organization. So by having the strategic management, when you make sure that everything is aligned, of course, at the end, you are able to achieve your decided mission and vision, okay. And then also, okay, by having this strategic management as well, we can ensure that the entire organization will focus, okay. What it means by the focus means that everybody inside the organization, yes, we are clear. We know, oh, this is the direction we want to go. Oh, this is my daily task, because when I perform this daily task, I can ensure that my department achieve their KPI. And of course, when every department achieve their own department, it will strive to it will help the entire organization as well to achieve the mission and the vision. So everybody are focused because in the strategic management model, okay, we have the action plan whereby we already knows what are the description, what are the thought and also the responsibility for everybody in order for the entire organization to achieve the performance. Okay, and then also the understanding, of course, to understand a rapidly changing environment, what happened internal inside the organization and also outside the organization. Okay, so it also, by having this understanding, it will enhance the awareness of the external changes. Okay, so we know that, oh, this is our backup plan. This is the strategy that we want to implement. So if let's say this is happened, we already prepared our backup plan. We already prepared the risk management inside the strategic management. Okay, so everybody will have this awareness. And also the top management also will, what we call, the top management also aware that the entire organization is supposed to be agile. Okay, so what it means by agile is something that you are ready to change wherever that happen, that have something that you need to improve in terms of the system maybe inside the organization. So you should be agile. Okay, you cannot fix to one specific strategy. Okay. Okay, next, the impact of the globalization. Okay, so the globalization itself is about the cross-border transaction. Okay, and this globalization also already transformed the way of the cooperation will operate, and it's also actually already provide the opportunities, even though there are challenges when we are having this globalization. And it also will lead to increase the competition whereby we are not compete within our country. Now, currently, we are competing with the other company as well outside from our country. So they are having a new market. If you are looking from the advantages and also disadvantages of this globalization, okay, you can take this as part of your opportunity sometimes, even though there is challenges when we are facing this globalization. And in terms of the relationship between Malaysia and also Indonesia, okay, we have the trade union. We also have the Asian initiative, okay, so that we can have the across border business transaction as well. Okay, so our government already also encourage for us to import and export our products and also the services. Okay, by having this Asian, okay, united union. Okay, next we have the innovation concept. Okay, when we talk about the innovation, okay, innovation is not really something like everything is new, no. Okay, it's not something exactly 100% your product or your services are new, no. Okay, innovation is something maybe you can just improve what are the function, what are the preference of the current product and also the services. Okay, so for the innovation, okay, the function of the research and development is very crucial for each of the organization. Okay, so as for the business provider, okay, they should have a very excellent in terms of the research innovation so that they can have this innovation. So this one is part of the key competitive advantages, okay, so that the organization can take this opportunity. improvise, to improve, and of course, to by having this innovation, you can ensure that your organization still can sustain in the same industry. Okay. And also, okay, the innovation is something like a soul for the strategic management, whereby it keeps the companies, the organization ahead of the curve. Okay, so we can look into one of the example, Tesla, okay, which they already redefined the electrical vehicles. Or we can look in terms of the Netflix, which they already revolutionized the entertainment. Okay, so it is one a good of the innovation idea. Okay, and also the simple example we can look about the business model by the Grab. Okay, the Grab. There is also one of the business model, and also we have the Shopee, Lazada. That is kind of the just a platform. Actually, they don't have any product. Okay, they just provide the platform. That is also one of the a good idea. Okay, under the innovation, it is not something necessary for you just to have a new product or services to offer to your customer. Okay, it is beyond than that actually. Okay. And then next, we want to look at the terms of the concept of the sustainability. Okay, sustainability is becoming increasing important for business that require them to consider the social and also the environmental impact of their decision. Okay, and for the sustainability, okay, there are three triple bottom line approach that you need to look at into. Okay, when we talk about the sustainability, of course, it's not just about how you can sustain your own business. That is not, it's all about the sustainability. Yes, of course, we want to make sure that our business is sustained in the same market, but it is more beyond than that. Okay, you also need to focus on the social responsibility as the business provider. Okay, when we are making the profit, of course, we need to provide something. We need to provide. We need to give back to our society. Okay, by having this social responsibility. It is not necessary to have the CSR program and whatsoever, what the kind of activities. Okay, there are also you sometimes as the organization, okay, you can provide in terms of the scholarship. Okay, so that it means that you are supporting the continuous education. Okay. And then also at the same time also under the sustainability, okay, whereby we are conducting, we are running our business to making a profit, to generate a profit for your wealth. Okay, you also need to give the consideration and also to think on the environmental responsibility or environmental stewardship. Okay, so you need to make sure that the product or services that you offer to your customer is something that is good for your for their health. It is something that you are not consumed towards the pollution. Okay, you need to take care of the environment. So maybe inside your organization, okay, you can implement something that with the green initiative. Okay, so for you to have this environmental stewardship or responsibility under the impact of the sustainability. So these are three concepts of globalization just now, the innovation and also the sustainability is very important for you to ensure that you can achieve the long-term performance under the strategic management. Okay. Okay, next, this is the strategic management model. Okay, so it means that this is the main one you need to refer when we talk about the strategic management. This is the soul for the strategic management. So you can see here, okay, there are 4 stages here. Okay, the first stages is the environmental scanning. Okay, we have the environmental scanning. Oh, my pen is not function. I'm not sure why. Okay. My pen. It's okay. I'm not sure why my pen was not function. Okay, so you look at this right side of my slide. Okay, you can see here the first phase under the strategic management model, we have the environmental scanning. So under the environmental scanning, we need to understand that we need to understand what happened inside our business or organization, and also what happened outside of your organization. Okay, so that's what we call as the external environmental analysis, external here, and also the internal environmental analysis. You need to understand, you need to analyze one by one to understand what happened inside your organization and also what happened outside of your organization. Okay, and then at the second stage of okay, my pen already functioned, I'm not sure why. Okay, so at the stage number 2, okay, the strategy formulation, okay, we need to set up these few things, the important things here. We need to identify first, oh, this is our aims. This is what we want to be in the future. This is what we want to offer to our customer. This is what we want to offer to the society. This is what we want to offer in the market. So at the beginning, when you establish your business, of course, you need to identify first what are the mission and also the vision of your entire organization. And then from that, you need to narrow down, okay? Identify what are your specific objective for the short-term run, okay? And then in order for you to achieve this mission vision statement, okay, the objective statement and also the aims, the specific aims for each unit and also each department, okay, of course, you need to identify the strategies. What are the best strategies to be implemented, okay, inside the organization? And of course, you need to look, you need to have these policies, okay, that can bound everything in order for your organization to make sure that your management is still within the scope of your your boundaries. Okay, so there are a few things that you need to put as part of the policy, or maybe the SOP the procedure, okay, the operating procedure as well. Okay, so the strategies here, it does not function again. Okay, the strategies here, okay, basically there are 3 types of the 3 level of the strategies. Okay, so this one we will go through later in my next slide. Okay, and then also, okay, at this strategy formulation, okay, we define what are the organization competitive advantage, what is it, our mission and vision, and also the objective statement. We also need to define what is it, our policy guideline. Okay, and then at stage number 3, okay, under this strategic management model, okay, you need to, after you identify the strategies just now, okay, there are few metric, or there are few what we call the analysis, the tools are using here at this stage. Okay, then only you can decide, oh, which is the best strategy that can fit your organization, which is the best strategy that you can implement. Because while at the implementation stage, okay, you need to look at what are actually the core competencies inside your organization. What actually your limited resources in order for you to implement something. So even though you already identified 8 strategies altogether, as for example, okay, when look back at your competency, when look back at your limited resources, so of course you cannot implement all the strategy that you identified. So you need to take into consideration of this limitation. So then only you can implement here. So the best strategy only you can implement, maybe a few best strategy, okay, you can implement here. And then after the implementation stage, okay, we have the evaluation and control. Of course, after we already take the action, we already implement the strategy. Okay, we need to look at what are the results. Okay, so we need to monitor the performance. We compare the result with our goal, and at the same time also we need to adjust the strategy that we implement just now based on the feedback or result that you receive. Okay, so that is all about the strategic management model. So actually, next we will go through in details one by one in each of these stages. Okay, so the first stage, the environmental scanning, okay, whereby we want to do the analysis inside the organization. Okay, so and also outside of our organization. So here, during this analysis, of course, we need to monitor, we need to get the information, we need to evaluate each of the information, okay, to identify whether, oh, this is my strength or this is my weaknesses. So from that, when you analyze each of the factors, okay, under the internal and also the external environment, so that only you can make a decision. Okay, you need to understand yourself first. You need to understand what happened, your surrounding first, then only you can make the best decision. Okay. So basically, okay, I already share here, okay, this model, okay, we have the natural physical resources, natural physical environment. Okay, we also have the physical resources, climate, and also wildlife, which is beyond outside from your organization. Okay, and then this is the internal environment. Okay, we are looking, what is it, your structure, your current structure? Is it your structure that you implement is can fit with the strategy that you want to implement? And then also you will looking in terms of your culture and also the resources. Is there any limitation? Is there any advantages or disadvantages of this? So each of this company will bring a different decision based on your uniqueness of your organization. Okay, so it means that the company A, company B, company C, they are having a different analysis, the different input in terms of understanding their what we call their strength and also the weaknesses. Okay, so these are the internal versus the external factors. Okay, at the first stage, okay, when we want to analyze, get the information internal and outside of our organization, okay, we need to look what are the factors that will involve. Okay, so under the internal factors, okay, you can look in terms of your strength, okay, and also maybe sometimes they can be your weaknesses as well. Okay, you can look into what are the resources that you have currently. Okay, so we under the resources we have the tangible and also intangible resources. How many financial strength that you have currently in order for you to implement any of the strategy? Okay, what kind of the talent or human resources inside your organization? Is it your talent? Is it your human resources are capable enough to make the changes, to transform accordingly to achieve the mission and the vision of the organization? So you need to look into your talent, you need to look in terms of the financial resources, you need to look in terms of maybe your IP, okay, intellectual property of your organization. Okay, and there are many things, okay, that you need to go through, you need to analyze one by one, okay, to know whether, oh, this is my strength or whether this is my weaknesses of the organization. Okay, other than that, also you can look in terms of the core competencies. Okay, you can look also your current business model. Okay, the current business model means that how you can get the money from your customer. So how your business will operate. Okay, how is it the transaction of your business? Okay, is it you are offering this kind of product? by selling this product to B2B or B2C or whatsoever, or maybe you are providing the services towards your customers. So you need to look back the business model. And then also, what are the platform that you use, okay, for selling your product or services. And then also, we are looking in terms of the supply chain and also the value chain, okay, um, from your supplier, okay, into your manufacturing, and also your until your distribution channel. Is it you want to use an agent or whatsoever, okay, to ensure that your end product can arrive at your can achieve that can arrive at your end customer. So that the whole chain, okay, from the beginning until the end, when your product comes to the customer, you need to analyze one by one. Is there any strength and also the weaknesses here? And then also in terms of the marketing, okay, we are looking in terms of the 4Ps, okay. You need to analyze in terms of your product, your price, your promotion, and also your, what we call it, the distribution, okay, the place. Okay, and then also we are looking the product life cycle. Okay, so this is the product life cycle. Okay, so it start from the startup. Okay, you start your business here, then your business start to grow, and then you start to mature when your business is already at the stable stage. And then at one time, at the same at a certain time, after a few period, okay, you will at the top of your sales of your product. So at this stage, actually, you need to rethink whether you want still to maintain with the same strategy, you want to maintain with the same business model, or you want to maintain with the same things that you already start from the beginning, or you want to revise your strategy. So you need to identify what is it the best strategy here. Okay, if you are not take any the prevention strategy here. Okay, so maybe the product or your business will drop to that. Maybe you need to declare for a bankruptcy. I'm not sure. Okay, so or maybe you can think for something you want to grow, you want to implement something as part of the strategy for you to penetrate another market, as for example, so that you can make sure that your graph will go higher. They won't turn down. Okay, so you need to look in terms of your product life cycle as well. Okay, so from that you know, oh, this is my strength, or maybe, oh, this is the weaknesses of my product. Okay, and then other than that also, you can look into the McKinsey 7S model. Okay, so I give you this McKinsey 7S model so that you can refer this one by one. So you can look in terms of the structure, okay, the structure and also the values, okay, the system, the style, okay, the leadership style, and then the staff, your staff competencies, your staff capability, okay, in terms of your skill, the skill among your talent, among your staff, and also the current strategy. So there are many things actually you can analyze one by one inside your organization, whether for you to identify, oh, this is my strength and this is my weaknesses. So these are the things that you need to think when you are doing the analysis. Okay. And then next, at the left side of my slide, okay, this is all the external environment, okay, the external factors on my left side and the internal factors at my, no, this is my right side, sorry, the external factors at my right side and the internal factors at the left side, okay, okay. For the external environment, okay, you need to understand, you need to get all the information, you need to analyze everything, every factors, what happened outside your organization, what happened at your entire environment. Okay, so it can be divided by three. Okay, we have the task environment. Okay, the task environment. We also have the natural environment and also societal environment. And there are few analyses here that you need to identify. You need to understand well. Okay, so that only you can do the analysis. Without all this information, you cannot know which is actually your where you are actually inside the market, where you are actually in the industry. So you need to get all this information, understand yourself first. Okay, so under the natural environment, okay, it's about the natural resources and also the natural resources. Is it the physical resources and also the natural resources give the impacts towards your entire business organization. Okay, as for the example, I can give to you maybe in terms of the transportation cost, because why? For the lorries, for the example, okay, for you to distribute your product, or maybe from your supplier want to send to you all the raw materials, so they will use the cargo, they will use the transportation. So it's all about the costs. So this cost, as part of this cost, one of it is the diesel price, as for the example. So that one is the under the natural resources. If let's say the price of this diesel, okay, maybe the government will stop to give the subsidy for the business party. So that one will will affect your entire organization, because it will increase in terms of your transportation costs. So this kind of the analysis you need to put into the consideration, okay, whether this is the opportunities or whether this is the threat. Okay, just now, when we talk about the internal analysis, we are talking about the strength and weaknesses only. Okay, strength and weaknesses only for the internal analysis. Okay, whereby for the external analysis, we are now focused on what are the opportunities and also what are the threats. Okay, so there are two different things that you need to put inside your mind. Okay, you need to understand this. Okay, other than the natural environment, okay, we also have the industry analysis. Okay, we have the task environment. Okay, we have the industry analysis. So you need to analyze your current industry, where you are. Okay, you serve which sector, which industry. So you can look in terms of the first one, threat of new entrants. What are the threats of your coming in, the potential of your competitors? Okay, is there any protection in this industry, or there is no protection? Everybody can have the same business as you. Okay, so you need to look what are the threat of new entrants, new potential what we call new potential competitors. Okay, and then also you need to look what in terms of the threat among the rival, the existing rival, okay, the existing competitors. Okay, so you need to have the market share analysis as well. Okay, so that you know, oh, this is me. Okay, I'm the second one compared to my competitors. Okay, but there are after me, number 3, number 4, and so on. There are still many other competitors. Okay, so you rank yourself based on your market share. Okay, so you need to analyze this one as well. And then you also can look in terms of the threat of the substitute product or services. Okay, is there any product or services that can replace your product or services? Need to analyze in terms of the bargaining power of buyer and also the bargaining power of supplier. Okay, you need to analyze to identify whether your buyer have the power to control the price. Okay, is it your supplier have the power to control their raw material that they provide to us? Okay, so if let's say this is a very limited raw material, so and also there is only the source for you to get this kind of the raw material, so they of course they have a very high power to control in terms of the price. So this one you need to take care of this, because this might be the trap for you. Okay, in terms of the bargaining power of the buyers, if you are in saturated industry, which is there are many options, means that your customer have a lots of option for them. They can decide they are not selling from you. No, they can decide not to buying from you. They can buy from your competitors. So that's one also you need to analyze. Okay, you need to understand yourself inside the industry, where you are in the industry. Okay, and then other than that, also under the task environment, we have the stakeholder. Okay, stakeholder, not shareholder. Okay, I'm talking about the stakeholder. Okay, stakeholder means that the bodies or the parties that have the relation that can that have the interconnection with your business. Okay, as for the example, the government. Okay, the local communities where you are operate, and then your competitors also one part of the stakeholders, your customer, okay, your creditors means that the banker or maybe your funder, okay, that give to you the funding for you to running your business, and then also your staff, your employees, okay, they are also part of your stakeholders. Okay, and then also we have something the special interest group. Okay, they are also part of the stakeholders and also the trade association. So each of these parties, each of these people, you need to analyze one by one. Okay, is there any potential for the opportunities for you to grab? Or is there any what we call the threat that you need to define your business so that you can able to sustain in the industry, okay, in the market. Okay, other than that, okay, still discussing on the external environmental analysis. Okay, we have the societal environment. So this is very basic. Okay, when I ask my student, okay, they are always familiar what is Passcode is all about. Okay, they know, oh, what is P, what is E, what is S, what is T, what is E and L. Okay, politics, economic, social, technology, environment, and legal. But when I ask them to elaborate more, okay, what is the politic? They always talk about the legal. So there are two things actually, politic and also the legal. Okay, so I also put here a few as example here. Okay, the sub under the pastel, under the P, political analysis. So there are many things actually you need to discover one by one to identify, oh, this is my opportunities, or maybe this is your organization track. Okay, so there are many things here that you can explore. Okay, so this is internal and also the external environmental analysis. Okay, next, I have this SWOT. Okay, this is the tools and also the metric. Okay, that I think that this is very crucial. This is the main one when we prepare the strategic management model. Okay, we have the SWOT analysis. So you identify the strength, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and also the threat. And still remember, as what I explained just now, okay, for the strength and weaknesses, okay, at the top for the strength and the weaknesses, it's only about your own company, internally inside your own company. I mean, internal environmental analysis, okay, internal. But for the opportunities and threat, is all about the external analysis, okay, which is the Potter's five forces just now, the pestle, about the stakeholders, about the natural resources, and also the physical resources. That's it. Okay, what happened outside of your company, we can put under the opportunities and track. So I understand that when the student they prepare the SWOT, they always start to confuse on this. Okay, so they will end up the strength will become the opportunities, and the opportunities become the strength, and also same goes to the weaknesses and also the threat. Okay, other than the SWOT, okay, we also have the priority metric. Okay, and then also we also have the I-FAST metric for the internal factor analysis summary, and then E-FAST metric, external factor analysis summary, and also SFAS metric, which is the strategic factor analysis summary. So there are many other tools and also the metric that we can apply when we are going to have this strategic management. Okay, next, this is the second stage. Okay, we have the strategy formulation. Okay, the crafting of the blueprint. Okay, I just want to focus on this part, the strategy. Okay, so under the strategy, okay, you need to formulate what are the best strategy. So how to formulate the strategy? You, of course, first of all, you need to understand the strategy first. Okay, so there are many sub-strategies for these three main strategy. We have the corporate strategy, we have the business strategy, and also the functional strategy. So basically there are three, okay, but actually there are many sub-strategies. Okay, so there are a few things here. Okay, this is under the what we call, this is business strategy. Okay, under the business strategy, whether you want to decide to grow your business by having the concentration or maybe diversification, whether you want to implement related or unrelated diversification, there are many things here. Or maybe you decide, oh, you already at the we look back at the product life cycle, you are the growth stages. So maybe at this moment you decide to just to stabilize, just to maintain wherever that you have, or maybe you are at declining process whereby you are not take any corrective action previously, so your graph already start to decline. So maybe, okay, you need to downsize to reduce the cost of operation of your organization. So there are many conditions so that you can fit with which one is the best strategy for you currently. Okay, and then also we have this BCG metric, this one. Okay, my pen, what happened to my pen? Okay, this one. Okay, BCG metric here, there are 4 quadrants. Okay, you need to understand what types of the businesses and what types of the product or services that you can put under the star, question mark, cash cow, and also the dot. Because each of this quadrant, each of these marks, they will explain different things about your product. Okay, and also we have the generic strategy that introduced by the Potters. Okay, we have the cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. Okay, so focus here basically, okay, you can whether to focus on the cost leadership or you want to focus on differentiation. So there are many other sub strategies here, which is I think that I don't have enough time actually to explain more in details. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, maybe Miss Nova later will extend our time. I'm not sure. Okay, so I just proceed. Okay, just now when you understand all the strategies, okay, that involve the 3 types of the main strategy, okay, you need to transfer that one into the TAUS metric. Okay, TAUS metric, it is the extension from the SWOT metric. Okay, because in SWOT metric, we already identify the strength, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and also the threat. Okay, but now we want to look in terms of the strategy formulation. What are the best strategy that can fit this one? Okay, so we have this SO strategies. Okay, for the SO strategy, strength, and also the opportunity strategy, you need to look what is your current strength. And at the same time, what is the best opportunities that you can grab by having this rank in order for you to grow your business? Which one that can fit you? Okay, whereby for the WO strategies, weaknesses, and also the opportunities, you need to generate the strategies based on the 3 strategies just now. Okay, you need to generate what is the best strategy here that you can take advantage of the opportunities here to overcome your weaknesses, or maybe to reduce the impact of your weaknesses. Okay, so that is all about the WO strategies. And then also we have the ST strategies. Okay, you need to generate the strategies here, okay, that you can use your strength, you can apply, you can take advantage about your own strength in order for you to avoid or maybe to reduce the impact of the threat out there. Okay, out there means that outside from your organization. Okay, and then also we have WT strategies whereby both are negative, right? Both are negative, but still you need to generate strategies here that can minimize your weaknesses. And at the same time also, this strategy also can avoid or minimize the threat. So these are all about the Taos metric. So of course, you need to understand what are the strategies first, then only you can develop this Taos metric. Okay, other than this Taos metric, okay, I have another tools and also the metric as well that will involve. We have the Porter's generate strategy, BCG metric, and also of this one, Taos metric. Okay. And then next, after we already developed our Taos metric, we already identify, oh, this is the best strategy that can fit with the internal and also the external situation. Okay, so from that, we implement the strategy that we think, oh, this is the best. Okay, so means that at this stage of the strategy implementation, we try to putting all the plan into our actions. So at this stage, okay, it will involve a few things of the program. It also will involve in terms of the budget. Of course, you need financial support, okay, to implement anything, because there is nothing without the money actually. Okay, and also the procedure that you need to develop when you want to implement the strategy. And then the tools that will involve at this stage is the action plan. So if let's say that you have the 8 strategies, as for the example, you need to provide also 8 action plan. If you only have the 3 strategies to be implemented, then you need to prepare the 3 action plan in details, because in the action plan we will put we will clear what is it the objective of this action plan, what actually the sub activities that will involve in this action plan, and then what is the time duration, when you want to start, when you want to end this specific task, and also who is the person in charge, PIC, for each of the activities. So it should be something that is clear for everybody, okay, to take their own action to support the whole entire strategy implementation. Okay, and at the last stage, okay, we have the evaluation and also the control. Okay, at this evaluation and control, as what I explained at the beginning here, we are looking in terms, what is actually your current performance after the implementation? And then we start to compare with the objective statement that you decide at the beginning. And then the gap, the differences between what you decide before with the current thing that you achieve, then you need to do to take the corrective action. You need to control each of the units and also the department that involved. Okay, so that is all about the evaluation and also the KPI, the control. And of course, there are involved a few tools here also. We have the KPI, we have the what we call what types of the performance that you want to assess, whether you want to look in terms of the financial performance, whether you want to look in terms of your customer satisfaction, or maybe your staff satisfaction, and so on and so on. Okay, so there are a few assessments that will involve here, that involve the metric and also the analysis as well. Okay, so next, we already discussed, we already discover all about the strategic management and also its processes just now. Okay, even though we are not go really in deep in each of the stages, okay, because each of the stages actually it will take about 2 to 3 weeks actually for the 3 hours lecture. Okay, so when we want to implement all this strategy, we want to implement the strategic management, it must be something, it must be the factors that actually trigger that will give the idea for the top management to having this. So one of the events here, because maybe you are appointed, your organization are appointed a new CEO. Because why? We need to understand, yes, when you were appointed to become as a CEO for organization, of course, you have a different idea, you have a different perspective of thinking. So of course, you need to show off. Right. So they will bring a new mission and vision. They will bring a new initiative. They will bring a new direction for the whole entire organization, basically, normally. Okay. And then also sometimes because of the external intervention, you want to take the intervention, okay? You want to take the corrective action because of something happened inside your organization. So this one also will trigger you, okay, to have to initiate another strategy to change. Okay, and then sometimes also because of the trade of change of ownership as well. Okay, maybe there is a transition. It's not a transition. It is the transformation in terms of the share that hold by your organization sometimes. Okay, and then in terms of the performance gap, because just now we talk about the evaluation and control, we will look at what is the gap, the difference between your actual performance with the performance that you set before. Okay, and then also the strategy inflection points as well. So these are all the factors or events that can trigger the organization to implement this. Okay. And then also we have the strategic decision making. Okay, so now let's we focus on the 3 types of decision, okay, that drive the strategy. So the strategy, okay, decision, there are 3 characteristics of the strategic decision. The first is rare, the second is consequential, and also the third one is directive. Okay, so these 3 characteristic of the strategic decision. Okay, for the rare, the strategic decision making, of course, something that you decide is something that is new. There is the uniqueness of that. Okay, so it means that there are unusual and lack of the precedent here. So the strategic decision, it is something that you are not making every day. Okay, this is not the daily routine. So it should be something that can give you a big impact or a significant, infrequent, and often have the no precedent. Okay, as for the example, maybe you can reflect with what happened to the Amazon. Okay, we know that they are what we call usually they are common kind of the business. Okay, but when they decide to enter the healthcare industry, so it is something rare. Okay, when they move from their normal business into something that something new for them, whereby they implement the conglomerate strategy, or maybe we call it as the unrelated diversification strategy, which is something that is totally new for them. Okay, so it should be rare. And then the second one is consequential, because this decision have a profound impact on the organization. So they require a commitment of the significant resources, as for the example, in terms of the time, okay, in terms of course, it is involved the time and also the effort from everybody effort from your top management, effort from your staff, and for everybody. Okay, so it involves this one. And of course, you need to it's require also the commitment in terms of the staff actually, and also of course their effort. Okay, and of course the most important thing is in terms of the finance support. Okay, and next we have the directive. Okay, when we implement the strategic management decision making. Okay, so this decision means that you are focused. You have a very focused and specific direction. Okay, so it's established the president, the established for the future action and the lower level decision. Sorry. Okay. Okay, next, I think this might be our last slide, okay, for today. So these are few career opportunities in strategic management. So what you can be when you are excellent and master in strategic management. Okay, because when we understand the whole things about the strategic management, you can look in broader way inside each of the organization. You can look each of the stages. You can look each of the units and also department that involved. And also you will able to understand what happened in terms of the top, among the top management, what happened in terms of the corporate governance inside the organization. So you have a wider scope actually, okay, for when you see one of the organization, you can look at the entire of the organization. So by having this kind of the understanding, okay, you can be part of the internal strategic group, okay, because you can see the future, what will happen, okay, because you know how to think, you know what are the tools that you can use so that you can analyze the market trends, you can analyze how your competitors will move, and then also you already understand the strategy, okay, and then you can develop from the strategy that you understand, you can develop all the strategic plan for the entire organization. So of course you can be part of the internal strategic groups. And then also the second one is business analysis. You also, because we need to understand that in strategic management model, we are looking into a future, what will happen in the future, because we are looking for the long-term performance, okay, what we want to achieve in the future. So you can be part of the business analysis, okay, by investigating the business processes, identify the opportunities for the improvement, and also recommending the solution, okay, by establish the best strategy that can fit with the situation. And then also you can become the M&A. Okay, M&A is the mergers and also the acquisition. So you can be someone that initiate this mergering. You can be someone to initiate this acquisition, because you know, oh, this is the output later when you're having this, okay, because you can have the evaluating the potential acquisition. You also have the skill of negotiation, okay, to deal for negotiating, and then also integrating the acquired companies into the organization. So that is the advantages of understanding the strategic management. And also, okay, you can become as the consultant, okay, consultant for the business development. You can consult the organization, you can consult the businesses to improve their business, okay, by having this understanding and also the knowledge about the strategic management, okay. And also there are other careers as well that you can tap when you are having this skill and also the knowledge about the strategic management. Okay, as for example, that can I say that maybe you can become and educators. Maybe you can become a lecturer and so on, and the other things as well. Okay, because you have this kind of the knowledge. So these are the careers opportunities. Okay, so basically that's it from me. Okay, so already end this lecture. So maybe I pass back to Miss Nova.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation, Miss. Yeah, and for our participant, if you have any question for the speaker, please send them to the chat or you can raise your hand. Yeah, we have two questions, Miss, from participant already right in the Zoom chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check. Okay, one is from Paulina. Okay, we've been reflecting on the concept of sustainable competitive advantage. Most framework like Porter's emphasize positioning within industries, but with the rapid technological disruption and also the increasing power of ecosystem, over individual firm, would it be more strategic to view companies not as standalone entities, but as adaptive nodes within an evolving ecosystem? So the competitive advantage, besar positioning within the industries, be more strategic to view companies as not standalone entities. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Paulina, for your question. Okay, actually, this one you can reflect with your strategy. Okay, one part of the strategy. We have the corporate strategy, and also we have the business strategy. Okay, at this level, actually, the company, they can decide. Sometimes, yes, we have the competitors. Okay, we have the competitors. It means that we, of course, need to fight with them. Now, in terms of the business, okay, we need to fight with them to ensure that we are still on top compared to our competitors. But sometimes, okay, there are another strategies as well. Sometimes we can collaborate. Okay, we can collaborate with our competitors. So in order for the organization to collaborate among them, okay, they should have their own what we call their own uniqueness or their own core competencies. So when they have this as their strength, so that they can learn from each other. So there are few what we call few things that actually you can collaborate. Okay, you can collaborate in terms of the marketing. You can collaborate in terms of the sharing the skill. You can collaborate also in terms of sharing the platform or sharing the businesses factory for the production so that you can reduce the cost. So there are many things actually you can do the collaboration with your competitors. It's not just necessary for you just to fight with them to say that we are war. Kita perang. No, no, no. Sometimes we can make a close relationship with our competitors, but still you need to remain when to bear in mind when we want to collaborate with the competitors, there must be something that you still keep for yourself. You cannot disclose everything, even though you are say that this is the sharing skill, this is the sharing knowledge. No, sometimes there are still your core competencies you still need to keep for your own business. So it means that you are not just to stand alone to survive in the same industry or survive in the same market, but sometimes you can collaborate because when we collaborate, you can have the synergize. You can have the synergize so that we can complement to each other and so on. So maybe I hope that this one can already answer your question. Okay, and then next, we have another question. Okay. Professor, I'm not professor yet. Just a doctor, just a PhD holder. Okay, so we often analyze the strategic management through model like SWOT or PESTEL, which focus on leveraging internal strength and adapting to external factors. But with increasing unpredictability of global events like pandemic, climate change, and geopolitical tension, do you think it's still viable to rely on long-term strategic planning? Of course. Okay, my answer, of course. Because why? If we wake up early in the morning, we just think, I just want to make sure that my day today is everything is wonderful without thinking what will happen tomorrow, what will happen if within these 5 years, later in future, 10 years. No, cannot be like that. Of course, whatever that we did today, later will give the impact in the future. So I think that yes, it must be complement. You must understand the internal factors inside your organization. You need to have this one you said as the SWOT. Okay, you need to identify what are the strength, what are the threat for your current day. But later, for you to strategize for your future, what you will be able to do, what you want to be in the future later, what is your career later, what is the business that you want to run later? So it start from here, the daily basis, but then later you still need to strategize by identifying all the external factors, which is your opportunities and threat. Of course, you need to have this strategy so that you can survive. Okay, it's not just okay. The strategic management actually, I believe that it is not just of as the business tool. Okay, we also can apply the strategic management model for our personal life actually. Okay, for how can we strategize our future? Okay, so that's it from me. Okay, so thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for answering. I hope this answer will be beneficial for students. Yeah. Before I close this event, for our participants, please open your camera. I will take a picture on the count of three. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. Finally, we come to the end of this lecture today. We would like to thank you for Dr. Aidanazima for the wonderful information and sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for our participants. At least we hope to have more collaboration in the future with University of Malaysia Perlis. To visiting lecture for today and yeah, we hope to see you soon. Thank you and nice day. Thank you so much for Dr. Aidanazima. Yeah, thank you.
You can just call me Aida.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Yeah, thank you so much and goodbye.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Please.